Microwave hybrid circuits. So what are the various hybrid circuits here? Like we have E-plane T, H-plane T, magic T, and hybrid ring. That is also called as the red race circuit. Apart from this, we have directional coupler and circulators. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss about E-plane T, H-plane T, magic T, along with hybrid ring with the scattering matrix that we call as the S matrix. This is a very important previous year questions. They will ask you either about E-plane, H-plane, or about this hybrid ring. Any one question is going to come sure from here. Okay, so you have to derive the S matrix for these parameters along with block diagram or some components, how transmission will take place. So still, if you didn't subscribe our channel, please subscribe it and share with your friends. So if you'll have a continuation of the previous lectures, so we have discussion about microwave cavities. Okay. So here when we have microwave test benches, so multiple devices are connected together. So here we have discussion how this device is going to work. For that, we are taking the help of two-port network. Then later we'll come to know why we are required the S matrix. Why not only two-port networks are sufficient? Okay. So we have quick revision. What is the two-port network here? So we have two-port networks like we have H parameters, Y parameters, Z parameters, ABCD parameters. So just we have to keep in mind that what are the dependent independents. So in case of H parameters, we are keeping in the mind HIV. That was the very deadly disease. So I is here, H parameter, I is the input current, V is the output voltage. So here input current and output voltage are the independent. So dependents are input voltage and output current. On the basis of that, we have this equation. Similarly, in case of Y parameters, if you see Y parameters, if you see upper part, how it is going to look. So that upper part is going to look like a V. So here voltage are the independent. Okay. So input and output voltage both are independent and input output current both are dependent. On the basis of that we have equation. Again Z parameters, if you try to elaborate, it will look like a I in general. So here currents are independent. Input current, output currents are independent. Input and output voltage are dependent. Then we have equation 3. Similarly, in case of ABCD parameters, you are seeing that here output voltage and output currents with negative sign. These are the independents. So input voltage and input current both are the dependent. Then we have equation number 4. So now we see what is the problem with these parameters. At higher frequency like microwave frequency, we have in gigahertz, what type of the problem we are going to face here. So first of all is what? Equipment is not available to measure this voltage and current at two ports. So sometimes maybe you'll get short question also from here. Okay, what are the disadvantage or what is the requirement of S parameters? So again, short and open circuits are difficult to achieve, and active devices like we have power transmitters and tunnel diodes will not have stability for the short or open circuits. So tunnel diode based upon the phenomenon of the tunneling, where tunneling takes place from one side to another sides. So now we have S parameters. S parameters are given as here. If you see that A1 and A2 is coming towards the port, B1, B2 is moving away from the ports. B1 is going towards the generation, B2 is going towards the loads. So B1 is S11, A1 plus S12, A2, and B2 is equal to S21, A1 plus S22, A2. So this also we can write like we have B1 by B2 in terms of matrix. This is going to be equal to S11, S12, S21, S22. And here independent is what here? A1, A2. Okay. So like this we have expression. Now finally, we are going to see about this waveguide tees. So if we'll have a 3-port means we will have 3 cross 3 matrix we're going to consider here. Okay. So these waveguides are the coaxial line junction with 3 independent ports. That is called as the T junctions. Okay. So T, here what we have, 3 independent ports are there. Okay. T3, just you can correlate. Okay. So we have 3 cross matrix. So in 3 cross 3 matrix, we have 9 elements. Out of this, 6 should be independent. So there is the 3 basic theorems on the basis of which we are going to derive the S matrix here. So first theorem is discussing about a short circuit may be placed in one of the arms of a 3 ports. So we'll have see discussion later. So we have 3 ports. So the short circuit will be placed this at any 3 port of the junction so that no power can be transferred through other routes. If anyone is going to become short here, power will be not transferred to anyone. Okay. Second theory is saying if the junction is symmetric about one of its arms, like if you see that we have situation like 1, 2, 3. So now 1 and 2 is symmetric about the port 3. Okay. So then what is going to happen? So a short circuit can always be placed in that arm so that no reflection occurs between other two arms. So that's no reflection takes place means we are able to obtain the matched impedance. Third point is that again it is impossible to generate 3-port junction of the arbitrary symmetry to represent the matched impedance at all 3 arms. So it is difficult to obtain the matched at all 3 ports. Okay. So this is the basic theories. On the basis of that, we are going to write the S matrix. So now finally we have E plane T. So that E plane T is also called as the series T. Okay. So how we going to distinguish E plane T, H plane T? Okay. By that you can understand. So question separate for E plane T is also there. You have to derive the S matrix with the explanation of its properties. So what is this E-plane T? It is the waveguide in which axis of its side arm is what? It is parallel to the electric field. Okay. So it is E-plane T. So E for electric field. So side arms are what? It is the parallel to the electric field of the main guide. So this here you can see that this is the collinear arms. Here you have port 1, port 2, and this is considered as the port 3. Okay, so port 3 is the side arms, port 1, port 2 are the collinear arms, and this it is side arms is what is parallel to the electric field. So this is the side arms. Okay, this is the you are seeing the direction of the electric field. Okay, so it is the same direction port 3 also. So side arm is only parallel. So now here we have discussion how input will be given and how it is going to emerge from the other two arms. So here you will see that this collinear arms are symmetric about the side arms. Port 1, port 2 is the symmetric around the port 3. So we have two different transmission characteristics. In one case, input is given to port 1. In another case, input is given to the port 3. So if when input is given to port 1, then what is going to happen? And when input is given to the port 3, then what is happening here? And this arrow represent the direction. About this, you can understand about the phase shift and all these things. Okay. So here you will see that it is given in port 1. So it is going to emerge through the port 2 and port 3. And at port 2, it is what? Out of phase. And if it is given in the port 3, it is going to emerge from the port 1 and port 2 both, but out of phase, but same magnitudes. Okay. Here input is given in port 3. It is going to be obtained at port 1 as well as port 2 also. Same magnitude, but opposite in phase. So now when E plane T will be perfectly matched. So here we have seen that with the help of energy of this waveguide, we can find the inductor and capacitor phenomena, that inductance and capacitance. Okay. and with the help of dissipation, we can find the resistance. So it is will be perfectly matched with SQ tuners or inductive capacity windows at the junction. When we're going to apply, then it will be perfectly matched and then will be no reflection. So when there is no reflection and perfectly matched is going to occur, then S11, S22, S33 are going to become 0. And if wave is going to fade into the port 3, then going to appear from the port 1, port 2, both will be in opposite in phase, but will have same magnitude. So that's where we can write S13 equal to S minus S23. So this is input is going to given to 3 and going to appear in the port 1. Input is given to 3 port, third port, and going to appear from the second port. So that's why we are writing S23. S13, but both having negative sign due to out of phase, but magnitude is same. So now by using equation 1 and 2, since it is the 3-port network, so we have 3 cross 3 matrix. So now we'll substitute the value of 1 and 2. So this diagonal element, so S11, S22, S33 are 0. Apart from this, we can use the phenomena of this one, S13 equal to S, that is a negative of S23. That also we can utilize. So by symmetry, another property we have symmetry property. So symmetry property is means the elements along the diagonals are symmetric. Like here S21, S12, S31, S13, S32, S23. These are the symmetrics. Okay, pairs. So on the basis of that, we have equation 4. Next, we have zero property of S matrix. So in the zero property of the S matrix, what you are seeing that here elements of one columns is being multiplied with the conjugates of the another columns. Like here what we have S11. Here what we have S1, that is S21, S31. Here what we have S12. Here S22. Here what we have S32. So now first column here you see that it is multiplied with the conjugate of the second column. So S11 multiplied by conjugate of S12. S21 is being multiplied by conjugate of S22. S31 is being multiplied by conjugate of S32. So we have equation 5. So from here you will obtain that if you utilize the equation 2, we'll get S13 multiplied by conjugate of S23 is going to be equal to 0 here. So since 1 is going to become 0, so in this term, what will happen? 3 terms are equal to 0. So here, this also going to become 0. This is also going to become 0. This is also going to become 0. So now here, this is the relation we have in the equation 2. That's why we are considering this term. So finally, this term going to become 0. So what is the meaning of this? Either S13 or conjugate of S23 are 0 or both are 0. Okay. So this is we are obtaining from this 0 property of the S matrix. Then we have unity property of the S matrix. So unity property means same columns and their conjugates is being multiplied. Okay. So S21 conjugate of S21 is being multiplied plus S31 and conjugate of S31 is being multiplied. So S21, S31 is in the same columns. Again, S12, S32, second columns and their conjugates are being multiplied and added. Again, S13 in the again third column and S23 also in third column. So their conjugates are being multiplied and added. So that is we are getting equal to 1. So this is the unity property of the S matrix. So here what's happening? Okay, same column and their conjugate. Same column, their conjugates. Same column, their conjugates. Okay, so same columns and their conjugates are multiplied and added. That is equal to 1. So now if you substitute the equation 4 into equation 7, so we are going to obtain this relation. Okay, that is equation 10. Now from this equation 9 and 10, if you see that is going to generate the contradictory. So if S13 is going to become 0, then what will happen? S23 also should be 0. Since what is the relation? S13 equal to minus S23. So one is 0, so another also must be 0. So equation 9 is going to be false. In the similar way, equation 10 is also false. So from this, what you can say that T junction cannot be matched to the third arms. Okay, so that's why all three arms is not going to be matched. So finally, S11, S22, S33, what we have considered equal to 0, it is not going to be equal to 0. So from here, in general, you can write Sij will not be equal to 0 when I and j both are same. And another things, what we are getting here, magnitude of S13. Already we have seen the S13 equal to minus S23. So that magnitude is going to be equal. And here S11 and S22 is going to be equal. So finally, this matrix we are going to write in the format. So why S11, S22 is equal means that magnitude is same. Okay. Only what is going to happen here? Phase is opposite. So finally, this simplified matrix at last we have, this is the equation 11. Okay, that is the scattering matrix of the E-plane T. So H-plane T, next what we have? H-plane T. So if mostly E-plane T is more important, but if they're asking H-plane T, that also we can see. So this is also called as the Shunt T. So H-plane T means magnetic field. So here it is the waveguide T in which axis of its arm is parallel to the H field. Earlier what was? It was parallel to E field. Now it is parallel to the H field. Okay. And that in that case, the side arm, in case of E-plane T, side war arm was the parallel to the electric field. Okay. And here it is the parallel to the electric magnetic field of the main arm or shunting the electric field. So that both you know about perpendicular to each other. So it is parallel to the H field, okay, and shunting to the E field. So now here also we have three ports. So if two inputs waves are fed, two input ports, different inputs we are going to fade at the port 1 and port 3. Like if you see in the diagram here, we have again similar as before, these two arms, it is the port 1, port 2 that is going to form the collinear arms, port 3 form the side arms. So here if two inputs are given, that is going to, one is port 1 and that is given to port 2, that is the both collinear arms part is there. So then we are going to obtain the wave at the port 3 which will have same phase and it is additive in nature. Okay. But there it was happening, it was opposite. Okay. Here it is same phase, so it is being added. So if the input is going to be fed to port 3, now it will split equally at port 2 and port 1, since it will have same magnitude and same phase. But in case of E-plane T, same magnitude, opposite phase, it get cancelled. So here we have S13 equal to S23 and there we have S13 equal to minus S23. That is the difference here. So this is the 3 cross 3 matrix and same property of zero matrix, unity properties, symmetry properties, all are considered here to obtain the S matrix of the H-plane T. So only if you see that here a small change, okay, about the sign. Here you have negative sign, these two place. Here we don't have negative sign since S13 equal to S23. So H-plane T is also important, okay? But you need to more discussion from the E-plane T. So it is shunting, electric field is shunting. Magnetic field is the parallel to the arms. So now we have third one is about magic T. So magic T is also called as hybrid T's. So name itself is the magic. So it is combination of E-plane T and the H-plane T. So finally, if you see here, we have port 1, port 2, that's formed the collinear arms. Port 3 is also side arms. Port 4 also side arms. Port 3 is for the called as the electric field arms. Port 4 is called as the magnetic field arms. So what are the characteristics of this magic T? So if two waves of, so here now we have electric E plane T as well as H plane T, both characteristics are going to combine together here. E plane, that is the E arm, so that is the port 3 is the E arm, port 4 is the H arm. Okay, any doubt is there, you can write. So if two waves of equal magnitude and the same phase are fed in the port 1 and port 2. Port 1, port 2 are what? Collinear arms. Then what will happen here? The output will be 0 at port 3. Okay. But additive at port 4. Port 4 is the magnetic field and that is H arm, and port 3 is the E arm. So E arm is going to become 0 since it is going to be opposite. If wave is going to fade in the port 4, that is the H arm. So what will happen? It will divide equally between port 1 and port 2. And it is not going to appear at the port 3. So that's why port 4 to 3, there is no transmission. So its value is equal to 0. Next, third one, now it is going to fade to the port 3. So when we are going to fade to the E arms, so finally it is going to appear at port 1 and port 2, but it equal in magnitude, but out of phase, and it is not going to appear at port 4. So from port 3 to port 4, transmission is what here? 0. So now finally again, fourth one is about if a wave is going to fade into one of the collinear arms. So any one, either port 1 or port 2. Earlier we have seen in the both port. Now it's going to fade only to port 1 or port 2. Then it will not appear in other collinear arms. Means from 1 to 2, 2 to 1 also no transmission is there because E arm causes the phase delay. So E arms cause the phase delay, H arm cause the phase advance. So finally due to this it is going to cancel out. So transmission from 2 to 1 and 1 to 2 both are going to become equal to 0. So on the basis of that, as matrix, we have seen here. So these diagonal elements are going to become 0, and this is a value of S12 that we have seen. Again here this is S21. So like this, we have values of the S matrix with the help of above equation. So what are the various uses of this S matrix? It is used for the mixing, duplexing, and impedance measurements. Maybe you have objective question here. It may be used to couple the two transmitters to the antenna. So two different transmitters can be coupled here. Okay. So what are the uses of magic Tee? Separate question. Maybe objective will be there. Now, when we are going to connect here two transmitters, so which port we should choose? That discussion is being done here. So if one transmitter is connected to port 3, then wave is going to travel to port 1 and port 2, but it is equal in magnitude, but it will be out of phase since port 3 is what here? It is the E arm. And if a transmitter is connected to port 4 is what? H arm. So what will happen here? It will appear at port 1 and port 2 with equal magnitude as well as phase. Okay. So now if what we are saying that in both situation at port 1 waves cancel each other's and port 2 waves double the output power. So now at which port we should connect? So antenna should be connected to the port 2 when transmitter is connected to port 3 and port 4. Okay, so that's why we are choosing the port 2, not port 1. Here arrow direction shows it is being cancelled, both are opposite. Here both are in the same direction, so it is additive in nature. Another very important is the rate race circuits, that is also called as the hybrid rings. Okay, so here you should see that it has another line of proper electrical length. The length is important here to obtain the standing waves. So to which four arms are connected at proper intervals. Between two arms, we have proper intervals that we are going to see in the diagram. So that is it can be series or parallel junction also. So here we have four ports. So if you see that difference, port 1 and port 2, that is lambda g by 4 distance, port 2 to port 3, lambda g by 4, port 3 to port 4 also lambda g by 4. So here this 3 difference is same, but here port 1 to port 4 is how much? 3 lambda g by 4. So here this is example of the series junction. We can have parallel junction also. Okay. So what are the characteristics? So here also we have 4 port like how we have seen in case of hybrid T. Hybrid T is what? Magic T. Okay. So when wave is going to fade into port 1, it will not appear at the port 3 in case of where? In hybrid. Okay. When it is fed to 1, it's not going to appear at 3. So both are odd numbers. That also you can keep in mind. Odd to odd is not going to appear as phase shift is going to become 180 degree due to one wave is traveling in the clockwise, one is coming in the anti-clockwise. Like here, if you are going to give input to the port 1. So one is what is coming in this way to the port 3, one is coming in this way to the port 3. So finally, what will happening due to this? It is going to be cancelled out. So similarly, again, if we fed to port 2, it's not going to emerge at the port 4. So both are the even numbers. 2 to 4 is not possible. Again, 4 to 2 also will not get, okay, all these situations. So finally, as matrix, diagonal elements are 0. And here we have seen 1, 2, 3 will not get. Again, you have here, this is the 2 to 4 will not get. Again, here 4 to 2 will not get. Okay. So again, this portion is what here we have 3 to 1 will not get. Okay. So odd to odd here we are not there. Even to even is not there. Diagonal elements are 0. So this is the hybrid rings have some a small leakage couplings may be there. Okay. So that can be avoided. So these are the discussion about various T. We have E plenty, H plenty, magic T, and hybrid rings. That is called as the series junction. So don't get confused. Hybrid T is magic T. Hybrid ring is what? Hybrid ring is the rat race. Okay, rat race. So that another name is also rat race circuits. So any doubt is there, you can write in the comment box. Please like, share, subscribe, share with your friends so maximum people can get benefit. Thank you. Thank you very much.